Planning a boat trip with friends and families this summer? That's fantastic, but wait a moment, before you set sail, there are some safety precautions you should take to stay safe on the water. Boating is fun and relaxing, but it can also be risky. Here are the 10 best boating safety tips to have a safe and enjoyable boating trip. If you're going on a boat, make sure you check the weather first. If you see any sudden changes, like the temperature or wind, or if you see strange clouds, tell the grown-ups. If you're in bad weather, go to a harbor or shore and wait until it's safe to go back out. If you get caught in a storm, go inside and don't touch anything metal or electrical. And if you can't go inside, stay as low as possible so you don't fall out of the boat. Also, don't forget your life jacket and to slow down your boat, okay? When you go out boating, it's super important that you wear a life jacket. Even if you're really good at swimming, you still need to wear it, just in case you get into trouble. Before you go out on the boat, make sure your life jacket fits well and is in good condition. And remember, kids under 13 years old, like me, should always wear a life jacket when the boat is moving. Before you go out on the water this summer, you should think about taking a boating safety class. This will teach you all the important things you need to know to stay safe on the water, like how to navigate properly and what to do in an emergency. Oh, and don't forget that in the USA, you need a boating safety certificate if you want to use a powerboat or watercraft. Make sure to check the rules in your country. If you want to be safe on the water, you need to know some basic sound signals. They help tell other boaters know what you're doing and keep you from bumping into each other. Even if your boat is small, you still need to be able to make some noises. Don't worry, there are free courses online that will teach you everything you need to know. When you go out on a boat, make sure not to take too many people or things with you. It's not safe and it's against the rules. If your boat is less than 20 feet long, there won't be a plate telling you the weight limit. But don't worry, just do some math. Multiply the length and width of your boat, then divide that number by 15. That will tell you how much weight is safe to have on board. And if it's rough out there, make sure to reduce the weight even more. Before you go on your boating adventure, it's super important to make sure your boat is in tip-top shape. You'll want to check everything really carefully, like the hull, engine, and electrical systems, for any signs of damage. Don't forget to also check all your safety equipment like life jackets and flares, and make sure they're all in working order. Stay safe and have fun out there. If someone falls in the water, you should call for help and tell the captain or crew right away. If you're driving the boat, slow down and turn off the engine so you don't hurt them with the propeller. Don't jump in the water yourself unless you really have to because it could be dangerous. Just throw them a floating thing to hold onto and use the rescue equipment on the boat to get them back on board. If they're hurt or not moving, you can give them first aid if you know how and watch them until they can see a doctor. Did you know that going too fast on a boat can cause accidents? So always remember to look out for signs that show you the speed limit, and be careful of people and animals around you. When you're near the shore or any structures, keep your speed at 5 miles per hour or less, and in some areas, you might even have to go as slow as 2 to 3 miles per hour. Did you know that creating a float plan is super important when you go boating? It can even save your life. A float plan is like a special document that tells people important information about your boat trip, like who's with you, where you're going, and when you'll be back. You should give it to someone you trust, like a grown-up, so they can call for help if you don't come back when you're supposed to. It might seem like a boring thing to do, but it's really important, and it can help keep you safe. So make sure you make a float plan before your next boating adventure, okay? Have fun on the water. If your boat has a fancy VHF radio with something called DSC, you might want to get a special number for it called MMSI, kind of like a phone number for your boat. If you ever get into trouble and need help right away, you can press a button, and it will send a message to the Coast Guard with your boat's location. The FCC can give you an MMSI number for free if you get a special license, or you can get it from a private company. Stay safe out there on the water.